What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be installing starter motor on a Mercedes-Benz street light bus, and then just wrap up. You have here two bolts that's holding the tailpipe. Of course, you have to remove the tailpipe in order to have a room here, big room or space in manipulating the starter motor. So starter motor has the torque bolts, 3 torque bolts, as you can see here. This is E14 torque bolts, and then 17 nut 17 nut that's holding the main wire. So before you connect or before you disconnect or taking out the starter motor, you have to disconnect the main battery supply terminal, either negative or positive. You have to remove them on both sides, so there will be no set circuit like so. See that? There is no set circuit because there is no electric supply. There is no power supply from the battery because obviously you have to remove the battery, disconnect the battery terminal. And then the next thing to do, remove the main connector here, the main connector which is from the positive side. You have 17 and 10 mil on the negative socket, and then of course you have the 13 mil on the exhaust strap here, or the bracket. And then that's all you need to do. So there's no wahala here because the battery is disconnected both sides. And this is the good starter motor here now. So be careful with this, guys, because this is too heavy, very heavy, like so. You need to have the, obviously you need to have this full strength here. Okay. So so here gonna reposition the motor now, starter motor. Gonna start putting up the torque bolts on the very good position, and then the back ones will be the last to put it on. Okay, so everything here has to be like hand tight. There's no way you can put guns on it. No, it has to be hand tight so the thread will ride on properly. Because if you pack up the thread, then that's a big problem. Okay, so we're gonna put the second bolts. Torque bolts. Again, this is E14. It is E14 torque bolts. get tighten as much as you can by hand. Once it is tightened, put into the position so the other bolts will follow. Okay, just snug tight for the moment, and then yeah, tighten this one here. The third bolt is in at the back, which is very hard to put it on. So you're gonna have to do like fishing in order to put the bolts in there, the torque bolts. So again, I will change the starter motor, the old one, because the old one is look dodgy starter motor. And then even though we change and we check the fuses, all the fuses are good, and then we change also the relays, bad relays, and still no life. But when I check the power here on the main wire, like this one here, there is power, and there is also power from the negative side. So the negative wiring is still intact, so as the positive wire is intact, because it's lights on the tester, like okay. So we test the power beforehand on both sides before we change it, and then yeah, and we found out lately that the starter motor is fucked. So what we gonna do now, in order these torque bolts not to be full, we have to put some kind of electrical tape here so it will keep steady. So this is the secret of it, guys. This is the secret of it. You put some electrical tape to hold on the torque bolts, because that's very long travel in here on the inside. And if it is long travel on the inside, it will obviously very difficult to put it on. So kinda maneuver here, and then pushing the holes on the torque bolts here. We're gonna be fishing expedition on the torque bolt. It's a longer extension. Long extension is good, so we can try and pin down the here. Okay, so ganyan lang guys, no? Pagka na-pin down nyo na ang pinakahirap doon sa bolt na torque screw Torx bolt dyan sa likod. Pagka napin down nyo na, higpitan nyo na dahil para wala nang makawala, hindi na makawala. So and then we move on to the next two torque bolts here. Okay guys, so mahigpit na yan, tatlong bolt, three torque bolts. And then what we gonna do here is we gonna brush this thing a little bit. So if there is like kind of corrosion, it can be like remove, no, if there is corrosion. So just to avoid the benefit of the doubt, just scrape this contact here, scrape it, or just clean it a little bit, so that will stay in good contact here, like that. And then put it back. You have there this is the 17 mil. Okay, 17 mil nut. You have to put it on. Okay, yeah, so that is done guys. Snug tight already. This one is 17 and this one is 10 mil. This is for the negative side. And then we don't have to put back all together yet because we need to know that the starter is working. Okay, so we're gonna get the battery connected now in a little while. And then yeah, so battery connect, we'll connect the battery, and then we will see if we have a good lock in here. We need to have a good lock in here, like the engine has to kick. Okay, so stand by. starting, guys. This is 12119 engine start. And then yeah, we put the tail, we secure this one back on, and then yeah, so that's the bad starter motor here, as you can see. So because of this one here, see that? That's the bad starter motor. The engine starting now, and then we will clear up this one, put up the tailpipe, and then this is good to go back to service. So that's how you diagnose the starter motor. If the starter motor doesn't kick in, so yeah, before the starter motor, it doesn't kick in because the solenoid here is bad on the top. See this? That is bad, so that's why the starter motor doesn't kick in. And then we change already this one, and it's engine running, not good. And then we put up the tailpipe, and this is good to go. So guys, the engine is starting now. We have put, we already managed the starter motor to put it on, and then we also check here. This is the fuse box here, and this is the relay. We changed the relays here, as we have here our tester. I changed also the relay. The relays. These are good relays now, and then the fuses are good. So we're gonna put it back on, and then this is set to go. Start.